Everyone likes impressing their friends. And for me, there's no better way of impressing my friends than using simple card tricks that make people think you're really great at cards, but they're really not that hard to learn. So today I'm going to show you how to do a simple card trick that I think all your friends will enjoy, and I think you will too. So I'm going to start by showing you the card trick straight through. And then after I get done doing it, I'm going to break it down to a step-by-step process that you guys can follow on your own and show your own friends. Okay, so what we have here is a simple deck of cards. It's 52 cards. It's normal deck. There's nothing stacked. It's all normal. So I'm going to shuffle them a few times just to make sure that I don't have anything stacked. There's no order to it. We can break the deck in half. There's nothing to it. So I'm going to start by spreading them wide. Someone can pick any card they want. So just say they pick this card. They're going to take a look at the card. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to show you guys. This is the card. And then I'm going to put it back down. I'm going to ask them to put it in the middle of the deck. So I'm going to be holding it open. They're going to put it into the deck like this. I'm going to close up the deck on top like this. And then they're going to see I'm holding the deck. There's no breaks in it or anything like that. And then I'm going to say, all right, let's break it down a bit. And just start mixing up the deck a little bit. And just keep mixing it up to make sure that we lose our card pretty well. So we just keep mixing it. Just shuffle it up pretty good. Make sure there's no remainder, no order to this deck. Now, just as a triple step, just to really make sure we've lost all order, we're going to take it and we're just going to mix the cards upside down, right side up. Just really mess this deck up so we make sure we're losing that card good. So you just keep doing it. Try to do it in the whole deck. So now you guys can see it's split up pretty well. You've got it going front to back. You've got it back to front. And you should have some that are back to back. So you can see it's pretty well mixed up. But if I just give it a little snap twist and spread them all out on the table, you'll see that it's all that way except for the one card that was yours, and that's the ace of clubs. Alright, I hope you enjoyed it. Now I'm going to show you guys how to do that. It's really quite simple. You start with a normal deck. There's nothing fancy to it. It is a 52 card deck. There's nothing stacked. The only thing that you're going to need to do right before you do it is you're going to need to bend your deck of cards like this. Give it a good bend right here. And that gives a little flex to the cards. Now you do that before the person comes up. Then you shuffle your cards as I did. And when the person takes them, they're going to take the card like this. Before you give it back to them, you're going to put they're going to put the card on your deck like this. You're going to catch a little pinky break in it, and you're going to drop the rest of the cards on top so it looks like it's all closed up from the front, but in the back you're holding a little pinky hold. So then when you break it down, you're going to take cards off the top like this, and then once you get to the pinky break right here, you're going to take that down, and the card that they gave you is still right on top. So you're going to sit that on top of your cards like that. And then, so you know that you don't know what this card is, but you know that it was their card. So then you're going to pull it off the top like this when you say, oh, all right, let's keep mixing it up. You're going to pull it off the top like this, so you've got it on the bottom. And then you just keep pulling off cards like this slowly. And so it looks like you're mixing up the whole deck, but you still know that you've got the top card all the way in the bottom. So you can do this as many times as you want. On the second time around, you pull it off with your bottom hand. So you're going to pull out the whole deck, but you're pulling off the card from the bottom. And you just keep shedding through that like this. And you can do that as many times as you want. I think 2 or 3 times is perfectly fine. Most people are like, okay, you've got it mixed up by then. So then at that point, you're going to start pulling cards off the top into your hand and then flipping them like this. And you always feed to the bottom of what you're holding. So you're feeding to the bottom, feeding to the bottom, feeding to the bottom, and you do that till you get to the last card right here. And then what you're going to do is you're going to flip the last card over. As you're coming, you hold the last card and you flip it over like this and put it onto the top. So it's covering all those cards. So it looks like it's just a blank face right there. But you can see underneath that, all the cards are actually all facing up like this because you split them evenly until you get to the middle, because that's where you were flipping them on its axis. So all the ones you're flipping get fed face down. So, but you have this card right here, and now you're going to show them that, oh, it's front to back like this, because they're all facing the same way, and then you're going to show them back to front like this because those are all upside down. But because of the little bend you put in the cards right at the beginning, it holds it apart like that. You can see there's a little separation in between the two sides. So you just pop it right there, you catch it right there, and you say, and some are back to back. And that's when you're like, see, they're all mixed up pretty well. And you move your hands back and forth a couple times to distract the fact that you're going to put it back upside down. So now the top, it all got flipped. And so now they're all the same way except for the middle card, which is going to be upside down. And then you're like, but now you give it a little snap twist and you do something funny. You can do anything really. And you spread it all out on the table like this. And you can see that for this one, it was the Queen of Hearts. It was Queen of Spades. But anyways, I think that you guys will find this is really useful for impressing anyone. It's really easy to learn. And I think we broke it down step by step so you guys can see how to do it yourselves. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you guys.